same and we'll update you. We also received your letter of 25th of August 2025 asking that we submit a comprehensive report on cases forwarded to our office concerning county executives and county assemblies to the office of the Director of Prosecution. Sorry, I've mixed the two. But this one is to update on matters that you forwarded to us from the Office of the Attorney General, not Attorney, Auditor General, that needed our action. We have prepared a comprehensive report, which I believe we have given you copies so that we can take you through the same. So I'll invite our CEO to just take us through this report, two reports that as requested by your committee. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Karibu CEO.
Thank you.
Yes, Senator Cherargei, a primary issue.
One is, since this report all of us have it, it would be prudent, Chair, that you guide, if, with your indulgence, of course, and that the matter is ongoing, can at least highlight, especially on the issue of major concern, especially on the issues of county executive, on the issue of DPP, Chair, so that we don't, since we don't have EACC here.
We have EACC.
Sorry, DPP. And I've seen the question that the CEO wants to discuss in the cases that have been withdrawn by DPP. And in some of your concerns, you have indicated that some of the cases were withdrawn and the consent or withdrawal you have contested. Chair, in the principles of natural justice, it is unfair to accuse somebody who is not in this meeting. So would it be in order if I request that on the issue of withdrawal of cases by DPP be deferred to a later date until DPP are on this meeting, so that, Chair, so that we don't want EACC, DPP to be discussed in absentia by EACC. I wish the DPP would be here, so that if he says like a matter has been withdrawn, but EACC are contesting, then we can know where the problem is. So I thought that should be clear, so that we don't discuss DPP in absentia, then call DPP independently, then call EACC independently. Can we defer the issue of withdrawal of cases by DPP until the date that DPP will be here with EACC?
Yeah, members, when we were writing this letter, we knew these cases would come. Cases of withdrawal of cases by DPP, but we did not invite DPP here. So do you think we should go the way Cherargei is saying, or we should just go by the report the way it is? And again, DPP would get an opportunity to come and explain these cases. What do you think, Senator Wambua?
Chair, I want to respectfully differ with my colleague because of two things. One, the EACC does not choose who appears before this committee. That's the choice of this committee to make. So if you wanted the ODPP to appear alongside EACC, nothing would have stopped us from doing that. Secondly, I don't think that ODPP will suffer any prejudice by EACC stating their case, because I believe what is contained here are statements of fact. No, it's just facts. Yeah, these have been withdrawn. So if we find it necessary to engage the ODPP on the same issues, we can always call them here. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Senator Dulo.
Chair, I agree with Senator Wambua because this discussion is on record, and I think there is answered. And if we are serious, we should have invited both parties, if you really wanted us to go that direction. Whatever.
We are serious. Whatever we are doing is very serious.
Chair, let me give my opinion. An oversight. Let me give an opinion. So we cannot say that whatever EACC is going to say here, they are going to accuse DPP. Those are facts. and they have record for it. So, Chair, personally, I feel we should proceed. Where DPP feels that they can clarify on the matters raised by EACC, they have all the time to do that. And I think this is a house of record. We should allow EACC to present their case, and then we can invite DPP another time. Number two, since the report has 3 parts, maybe in the interest of time, and we have the record, they can give us the overview of the 3 parts. Then when if members have any question on the presentation, then we can actually come in. I don't know. That is my opinion, Chair. Thanks.
Chair, with your indulgence, I'm not objecting that the meeting proceeds. I think I'm being misunderstood. What I'm objecting is on part 1, where DPP has been mentioned largely by the EACC. And I know in the upshot of conclusion, the EACC might, in my own assumption, I'm not there saying that the weakest link I'll fight against corruption is DPP. And we are aware, Chair, that the PPP and EACC are in bad blood. So it is fair only that I'm requesting that part 1, where DPP has been mentioned over 80% on question 1, we differ when DPP is sitting here and EACC is sitting here, and the committee will always have wisdom of inviting both parties. So I'm not against we proceed with the other parts in the interest of time. Then where DPP, we can direct Secretariat and request the indulgence of EACC so that we observe the principles of natural justice. We don't want, when we leave this room, it appears that EACC came to discuss DPP. We want the fight against corruption to be a united front.
Members, let me just say this.
That is my...
That the thrust of this meeting was to find out the status of implementation of our committee reports, which we forward to EACC. EACC does investigations, makes files, and they are forwarded to ODPP for possible prosecution. When a file is forwarded, we want to know when was it forwarded. Has prosecution begun? Has the matter been taken to court? If it went to court, what happened? And as they are stating in this report, there are some cases that were withdrawn by ODPP without maybe consensus with EACC. Members, why don't we wait for EACC to present their case? Let them present, and then we'll make a decision as and when we are required to do so. Chair, you want to make a comment?
Yes, I would like to make a comment and a clarification, Chair. The matter that we are presenting about cases that have been withdrawn is not on our own initiative. This committee wrote to us a letter requesting us to present a report on the cases that we have submitted to the ODPP and have subsequently been withdrawn. So it is not our own initiative to accuse the ODPP of inaction or anything. It is not even in bad blood, as Honorable Senator has said. So we are simply responding to your request to us to submit to you as a committee cases that have been, we forwarded to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution and have subsequently been withdrawn. So you'll find that report is limited to that report, to that, what you requested. So we have not gone off to give you how many other cases we have presented, but specifically cases that have to do with the counties that we have presented and have been withdrawn by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. So I just wanted to clarify that we have not come here to accuse, but we have come in response to your request. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I think that is very clear, members, that this was, just a minute.
Chair,
just a minute.
With all due respect.
Just a minute, Senator Cherargei. This is the request that we made. And it was possible for us to require ODPP to come here now in this meeting with the EACC, or later on to come and explain. It is within our purview to invite DPP later on to come and explain the circumstances that led to the withdrawal of these cases. Still, we have time. We're not dying today. Maybe I want to agree with Senator Dulo that instead of going through the whole report, if it is possible for you to...
With all due respect.
Yes, Senator.
Before you go to... Chairman, are you telling this committee it is the committee that provoked you to share with the public on this matter? And number two, you know you are denying the obvious. It is known that EACC and DPP are not in good working terms.
But
it is officially noticed.
Senator Cherargei, that conclusion...
Just so that we are not misunderstood, because
you can make that conclusion that there is bad blood after a discourse in this meeting.
No,
we have not even started the meeting.
Chair, with all tremendous
in
respect.
fact, if there is bad blood, it is for them to tell us that this was withdrawn.
No. Chair, let me prosecute my case. It is Wambua is a journalist.
To use our
Chair, Senator Wambua is a journalist. It is judicially noticed. In legal practice, my seniors will tell you. EACC has been preaching about until he became the chair of EACC. So my concern only is that it is judicially noticed that EACC and DPP are not in good working relationship. And number two, Chair, which you need to correct and retract. You don't need to tell us it is on the motion of the committee that wrote to you so that you share with the public the cases that have been withdrawn by DPP. That's in bad faith, which means if PAC through the chair had not written to you a letter on the matters that the cases have been withdrawn concerning counties, you should not have responded. That's unfair. Don't you think, Chairman, Bishop?
Senator Mogeni?
Yeah, I think, Chair, let's be fair. We are the one who sought for this information. If you look at our minutes, it's minuted. So let's hear what EACC have got to tell us this morning. If at the end of the meeting we form a conclusion that we may need an engagement with DPP, we can also give them their day. But I think for now, let's be fair. I plead with my good friend, Senator Cherargei. We allow EACC to give us the information that we sought from them. Then after that, we can deliberate on what we do with the information that is presented to us.
I think the senior counsel,
through me,
with your indulgence, through the chair.
Through me.
Yeah, through the chair.
Just, I'll give you an opportunity.
Okay.
That's why I went through the pains of going through the letter to EACC, and the last paragraph read, the agenda of the meeting will be to deliberate on the status of implementation of the committee's recommendations as contained in the report adopted by the Senate on 27th March 2025, and to consider the report on cases forwarded by your office concerning county executives and county assemblies to the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, but subsequently withdrawn for the period 2013 to date. I don't know where we are differing. Is it
we are differing?
Is it semantics? Is it
but subsequently withdrawn for the period? Chair, you know, if you had agreed with me, we would have made progress with my colleagues. Because what I'm just saying is very simple application. That on part 1, and where the issues of withdrawal of cases by ODPP, it would be neater and more decent to have ODPP here so that they give us sufficient reason, because the role of EACC ends at the moment they forward the file to DPP for prosecution. So after that, they will only have the view when the matter is ongoing in court. So that is why I was thinking we can do part 2 and part 3. But when where ODPPs come, you are saying...
If they see opportunity, you know, there's something that you're confusing me on. You are saying or indicating there is bad blood between the ODPP and EACC. And you are saying, again, it would have been neater if EACC and ODP were here together, yet they are in bad blood. Would you get details of this meeting if the working relation is also good? Senator Wambua.
No, the blood can become good at some point.
Now, Cherargei, now we'll have to listen to us. Chair,
I'm always listening to
you, both of you are talking about dying. You know, I don't know where that's coming from. But whether you die or you don't die, this committee will continue doing whatever it has to do. Chair, I think let us listen to the EACC. The simple reason, again, I will repeat, we chose who to invite, and we invited the EACC. We could have invited the EACC and the ODPP. We did not do that. So let's get the information. We have a lot of issues raised with the EACC on this report. So we want them to start making the presentation, then we'll take on them on their own report. I think let's listen to the EACC, Chair.
Yeah, and you know, really we forward these reports to EACC, and our counties and our people have been accusing us of inaction. That's so you call governors, you call assemblies, so what? But we've always told them we don't do investigation. We look at the reports, or we do our reports and forward them to EACC. Now we have invited EACC to come and tell us what they have done. Let's give them opportunity, members, for them to present their case or the responses. I think Senator will have to allow us to move on. So CEO, go through the report.
Okay.
Maybe, as Senator Dula had suggested, you don't need to go through every case. You can look for a way of giving us an overview of what you're doing, and then we see how to progress.
Thank you, Chair. Let me say that the cases that we are presenting that were withdrawn